Hello everybody. If you remember from yesterday, me and Mick were pulling those up, and those are parsnips. Now we got a couple of good ones, and we got some mutant ones. That's a mutant one there, if you remember him. He's like a face hugger, him off Alien, isn't he? It's a cracker. And but they're all edible. So what I thought I'd do is, I said yesterday we were taking these for our bank holiday feast, and we are. And so I'm going to show you how to do honey roast parsnips, which we're going to be having with the feast. I might show you a few other bits and pieces, but we've got a bountiful harvest off the plots this year. When I say this year, this is our first year. We've only been doing it, as you know, probably. If you're a subscriber, you'll know that we've only been doing it for the last 6 months, and we're getting veg galore off it. Look at this one. This is just let me pause this for a sec. How's that for a courgette? Eh? That's a courgette. That's not a marrow. That is a courgette. And no, I have not grown that. One of the other lads has grown it, but he left it up at the top near the brew shed on the plots. And he left about 4 there for people to pick up, and that was one of them. In fact, that was the biggest one of them. And that's a courgette. That's a courgette that's about 20 inches long. Beauty, isn't it? So anyway, we're on about parsnips today. So what I'm going to show you is step by step what you need to do to prepare them, cook them, and eat them. You know how to eat them. You use your mouth and your choppers. That was a cheeky fly, then a naughty fly. So yeah, first of all, we want to give them a good scrubbing, a good wash, and once they've been scrubbed and washed, we'll peel them. Washed and scrubbed, all peeled and skinned. Of course, children, we were hunting for dwarf albino elephants, and those are the trunks that we've taken as trophies. So now you quarter up the big ones. So you cut them into quarters, so you get 4 big chips off the big ones. And with the little ones, we've just halved them. So essentially, they are like big, crude-looking, weird chips. Yeah? Next step is coming right up, and it's to boil them. So yeah, with these, I know these Yorkshire puddings have just appeared at the top, haven't they? I don't know where they came from, but there they are. For these, we're going to put them into boiling water for about 8 to 10 minutes, so they get sort of fork soft. Your fork will go in them, but not too soft, because we don't want to fully boil them before we roast them afterwards. So you're parboiling them. I like to parboil them a little bit longer than normal people, because I like that really soft centre. And then when we stick them in the oven to roast off in the oil, which we'll be showing you later, get that as a nice high heat. So yeah, I'll show you that bit in a second or two. But I'm going to put these into the boiling water now with a bit of salt. So it's about 4 to 5 turns of salt in there, into the boiling water for about 8 to 10 minutes. Yep, into the pan, and this will be a delicate trick now to get the lid. Watch this. Watch as I mess this up. So yeah, so we'll leave them boiling in there for about 8 to 10 minutes. Once they get to the boil, that is, anyway. Not quite at the boil yet. So we'll let them get to the boil and then leave them for, I would say, about 8 minutes. And that's the kind of salt we're using as well. Other salts are available. We're going to glaze them as part of the glaze with that, which is local honey, Lancashire honey. Although it's not strictly Lancashire. Greater Manchester, Worsley. So we're being conned. But it is nice honey, that. Okay, so once the parsnips have parboiled, which isn't far away now actually, we're not far off that stage. They've been in for about 5 or 6 minutes now, so a couple of minutes time they'll be ready. Sorry about that, I had to pause it because the little farmer came in. Which would have been no bad thing, I know, but the house is a mess. And I filmed his face, looking happy about the mess. So yeah, the into that I've just put some of our own dried rosemary into the pan at the bottom. And also we're going to put rapeseed oil. Now we don't use olive oil for high temperature cooking because it's volatile above about 180 degrees. So don't fry with it. I was told by an old Sicilian herbalist, believe it or not, in Sicily, that it's actually quite bad for you when you cook with it at high temperatures. Now I don't know whether that's right or not, but it's what I've heard. So we don't use it. We use British oilseed rape, which is in here, and that's going to go into there, which I'll do now. Yeah. As well as that, we're going to put the Lancashire honey. So just bear with us 1 second. Yeah, so just bear with me 1 second. About the same again of that lovely runny Lancashire honey. Some people put different herbs in with it. In fact, I'll put a little bit more. Shouldn't really, but we like that. I'll just give that a lick. Oh, that's nice, that. That's proper lovely honey, that. Okay, so in there, we put that. Now we give it a nice stir around. Get it all mixing in together. So we've got the oil and the honey and the rosemary. I think people use like thyme and stuff like that, but I like the flavour of rosemary, and the boys like rosemary as well. I'm not too sure that they're keen on thyme, to be fair. And as this is for all 4 of us, myself, the mini digger, the little farmer, and the lady farmer, then it's got to be suitable for all tastes within the household. Rosemary's nice anyway, I like rosemary. Okay, so there we are, we've boiled them, but only part boiled them. They are pretty soft, but they've got a bit of firmness to them as well. So I'm going to hand them over to the official cameraman. Hand you over to the official cameraman, who is the little farmer. Come here, little farmer. Look up at Daddy. Look at his face. I'll show you a picture of the little farmer. There's his little face. Look at the camera. Hello, little farmer. How are you today?
Good.
Are you going to be the cameraman?
Yeah.
Good. So the little farmer wants to be the demonstrator and not the filmer. So what he's doing now is he's scoring the sides all the way around, like that.
Took one complete.
One complete. Should we get another?
I mean 2.
2 complete, yeah. Because I did the first, didn't I?
Yeah.
Try that one. And what that does is when we put the sauce on, which is what we've got in the pan, as you'll see in a minute, it gets into the flesh a little bit of the parsnips, and it crisps them all up when they're being roasted.
I don't really know what we're actually making, but
we're making honey roasted parsnips today.
For tea.
For tea.
It's good.
For our bank holiday tea. So as he continues to do that, I'll catch you in 2 minutes.
Can you get the